Для проведения первого состязания сегодняшнего вечера я приглашаю в клетку бойца в синем углу Вахаба Кхусейнова!
Welcome back to the MMA series. This is MMA Series 19, Time of New Heroes. We are live from St. Petersburg, Russia, brought to you by the Football Sports Network and seen around the world on the Clash TV app. Again, bringing these great fights to you during this pandemic. I'm Ian M16 Butlin on the commentary, and if you're watching on the Clash TV app, remember you can score the fights, clap for your favourite fighter, discuss the fights in the chat room, and make sure you ask any questions. As always, I will be scoring the fights as they go, giving you my opinion on the scores. These are not the official scores. As I've said, there's 3 judges at ringside or cage side this evening who will be scoring the fights. I'll be explaining through scoring criteria, why I'm scoring a certain way, and who I think is winning. Slight delay here at cage side as we wait for our first fighter, Vakhab Khuseynov. Khuseynov fighting out of Tajikistan as you see him walk to the stage there. Making his debut here this evening on the MMA series. Huge show for him to make his debut. As we've seen through this pandemic, bringing you fights. These fighters are in the gym, they're trying to training the best they can, but the rules have been hard in different countries, different restrictions on training, on travel. So a big challenge for the gyms, for the promotions, putting these fights on. And here we see Khuseynov trying to stay focused and make his debut here on this stage. 21 years of age, making his mixed martial arts debut as a professional. As we know and as discussed week on week, the experience level of a lot of these professionals as amateurs in other arts such as combat sambo and wrestling is usually at a very high level. Interesting with this fight, as I look at the stats, is Khuseynov 177 centimeters tall. Very tall for a bantamweight fighter.
Для проведения первого поединка в рамках 19-го турнира ММА Серии «Время новых героев» приглашается боец в красный угол Владислав Фролов, Россия!
So his opponent making his way down to the red corner, Vladislav Frolov, you see there in front of you. Also making the bantamweight limit under 62 kilograms, 62.1, and he's weighing in 61.5. So interesting, I was saying about Khuseynov on the stats, 170 centimeters tall, very tall for a bantamweight. Frolov matches him for height. That'll be interesting going into this fight. 2 guys very tall for the weight. The style will be long, I'd imagine, rangy striking before getting into the clinch. How's that going to affect these guys? Are they used to fighting guys smaller as amateurs? Pro debut, both tall guys.
Итак, дорогие зрители, с радостью и честью представляю вам сегодняшних бойцов в первом бое. Легчайший вес до 61,7 килограмма. В синем углу ринга боец, рост 177 сантиметров, вес 61 килограмм 300 граммов, возраст 21 год, клуб Матитин, страна Таджикистан, это его профессиональный дебют, Вахаб Khuseynov! В красном углу ринга Боец ростом 177 сантиметров и весом 61,5 килограмм. Возраст 19 лет. Клуб «Воин», город Санкт-Петербург, Россия. Это также его профессиональный дебют. Я представляю Владислава Фролова. Рефери боя Алексей Касаткин.
Судья, время. Боец готов? Первый раунд. Бой!
You're watching MMA Series 19, Time of New Heroes. This is bout number 1 of the evening. Khuseynov in the blue corner, Frolov in the red. Two tall, rangy bantamweights here as Khuseynov takes centre of the cage early on from that southpaw stance. Right foot forward, big looping shot. Nice jumping knee as well into the clinch. Interesting that he... Oh, look at that. It's a jump. He looked like he was going to jump a guillotine, did Frolov, and he's actually just jumped guard. So doesn't want any of that stand up there. Doesn't even try to wrestle to get this fight to the floor. Jumped up. He's locked a body triangle round now. That's a sign of someone who didn't like those shots early on. The long left, jumping knee, landed. The referee may break them up. If Khuseynov keeps this fight pushed against the fence, the referee will have no choice but to break them up. Frolov is trying to pull the fight to the floor to work his guard work. So that is a way to state your intentions early on in a fight. He certainly does not want to strike. Head control into the guard, and that's where he wants to be. Let's see him attack now from this position. The stats there telling a story early on. Khuseynov 7 of 7. Forced Frolov into this guard pull. Or guard jump as it was. Ground and pound shots coming down there. Big heavy shots from inside the guard. Khuseynov. Long levers. Like a wrecking ball on the end of a chain coming down there onto the head of Frolov. Carrying on the aggression. Elbows. Punching to the body and then over to the head. Frolov completely on the defensive here. Looks for the sit-up sweep. Controls the head. But well balanced from Khuseynov, who comes back with more punches to punish him. And that's going to be over, I think. He seemed to turn over to the side there. But he's back to his feet now. Is he going to try and stand and strike? Is he going to try to get a takedown? That's a nice right hook. Good lead right hook from the southpaw stance for Khuseynov. It's a takedown attempt now. Better than a guard pull, but he doesn't get it. Knee and punch. Big shots again, and he's crumbled into the fence there. TKO win for Vakhab Khuseynov in his debut fight. Sharp, aggressive striking from the first bell, and Frolov just could not contend with him. Great win, sharp shots from the man from Tajikistan. Hand over to the MC for the official announcement.
Дорогие друзья, на второй минуте 43 секунде первого раунда техническим нокаутом победил Вахаб Khuseynov!
So win there for Vakhab Khuseynov in his debut fight. And here we'll see the replay of this bantamweight contest. Two tall, rangy bantamweights. Came out striking, did Khuseynov, long left hand, nice knee. Forced Frolov to pull guard, jumped, tried to protect, but he would not be denied. Huge aggressive strikes from inside the guard, and look at that long left hand, and that led to the finish here. Sharp with both hands, Vakhab Khuseynov.